Hey everybody, it is Tuesday, May 7th, 2024, and this is my training vlog, day 173 of year 3 of Operation Great Reset, Build Back Better, wheelchair roadwork. Alright, still nursing this shoulder injury. Um, Still over here training at Mom's. You will have nothing, you will own nothing, and you will be happy. I'm Charles Lanston, your happiness guy. And, so I don't know. It's coming back, but just very slowly. I'm 55, and I'm starting to get chronic shoulder injuries with age, arthritis, you name it. Arthritis, bursitis, rotator cuff stuff. And, so anyway, I really feel like I'm kind of going through a transitional period here with the content. I'm liking the idea of combining and melding all of the projects together, bringing the videos together with the tweets and the X posts, and the combining the YouTube and the various forms of multimedia, using text and graphics and music. If only we could incorporate the sense of smell somehow. So, it's an incredible day though. The weather is, I don't know, about perfect. It's about 80 degrees. And, yeah, just got a nice breeze going. A little humid, but it's partly cloudy, and like I said, a little bit of breeze. So, I don't know, but it's beautiful. So anyway, I just planned on doing anyway, I've been liking the idea of melding these projects together, and I don't know, it's just really been occurring to me. Maybe I should, I don't know, if I should like tweak the title a little bit with these videos. This was kind of a satirical, jab at Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum as far as the videos, like calling it Prince King Charles and all those guys. It was just, I was just kind of poking fun at their Great Reset. And for those of you who might not have any idea what I'm talking about, look it up. It makes for interesting reading. Google it, to quote Roseanne Barr. Makes for interesting reading. World Economic Forum, headed by the man, the myth, the meatball, Klaus Schwab. And by the way, if you were wondering, those of you who might have heard me use that opening line, you will have nothing, you will own nothing, and you will be happy. He's Austrian, that's why I use the accent. But I'm Charles Lanston, your happiness guy. I stole that from Klaus Schwab. That's one of his quote of his that's thrown around quite a lot. So anyway, shout out Klaus. You guys could give me some. I'm really doing a lot of free promotional work for you guys at the World Economic Forum. Okay, look, it might be satirical, but I'm busting my butt for the World Economic Forum, so, and I haven't seen it. Well, I don't know. I guess I might have seen a dime here and there, but hey, it's tough. What have you done for me lately? Well, I guess I shouldn't say that as well. But you know what well, alright. I guess everything is going exactly as it should be going right now. Okay. Sorry, I'll stop complaining. And anyway, I just been thinking about just if you have any ideas, if you're watching this video on via YouTube, yeah, for the new title, just I just don't know if I don't know if it's like a temporary mood or if I should do it or not, but I think it might be catchy, more catchier, from a marketing standpoint, or just being able to attract people's attention. If I just come up with a shorter, blog, like just call it training blog and done with it, instead of training blog colon, and then I have like a whole paragraph after that. Not quite sure what direction I'm gonna go in. Like I said, if you have any bright ideas, please put them in the suggestions area, or not comments, the comment section suggestions. Put your suggestions in the comments section, please. Right now, I'm just going with training blog, though I don't know. I might keep going with Operation Great Reset. I don't know. We'll see. As far as that goes, I mean, yeah, my physical training, well, I mean, it's about as good as one can expect for a guy in my particular circumstance. I mean, and when I say that, I'm not saying that from a defeatist perspective. I mean, saying that from a positive perspective, in the sense that, even though I am injured, I'm 55 years old, and I'm basically doing just about, things could be a hell of a lot worse. I do all the right stuff. Pretty much, totally into clean living nowadays. Have been for quite a while. Though I have started using gummies, so I'll admit that. They're like, I went for years without doing any weed at all. And just like a couple weeks ago, I started taking gummies for pain. Oh my god, and they work so good, especially for the particular type of pain I get with this spinal cord injury. My muscles get all tight, especially my lower body, like below the paralysis line. They get all tight, sore, spazzy, and then I get these super strong ones. They're pretty reasonably priced too. If you go to the medical shop, is cheaper than the recreational shop, because yeah, I guess the taxes is, you pay less in taxes at the medical shop. There's a little tip. It's a tip for y'all out there looking to get some gummies. But no, I highly recommend them. I mean, for consenting adults, of course. I mean, like I said, I'm 55, so yeah. I mean, for just old people, aches and pains, they're excellent. I mean, they're better than Tylenol, better than just about anything. And I like it too, because I try to be as healthy as possible nowadays. Like I said, I'm as healthy as I can be, and it's just so much. It's when you're smoking weed, it's more unhealthy. You got all the smoke, and then you got all the paraphernalia that you gotta keep track of. So it's a major pain in the butt. And the price, yeah, I'm spending like a lot less now, just taking like one gummy a day, than I used to on weed. So, back in the day, I quit about 6 or 7 years ago. But anywho, point being, training, like I said, and then as far as that physically wise, there's my kidneys. I'm not, I'm just going to be honest with you folks. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or negative or anything like that, but I've got some serious issues with my kidneys. I mean, they still work great. I mean, as far as pumping out pee, I mean, they still pump out pee really, really well. they function in that regard. It's just uh, genetically, I'm kind of, it's in my but yeah, the bad kidneys are in my family. I couldn't figure out how to phrase it. Genetically, genetically, yeah, kidney stones are an issue, big time, on both sides of my family. So, which was cool. It didn't even, especially like when we get older, and it, I didn't have any problems with kidney stones at all until I got in my 40s, and and then it just keeps getting worse and worse as years go on. To where, like I said before, they, fortunate, it's weird though in a way. The paralysis actually, I don't, it doesn't really hurt that bad. So, but I'll tell you what I mean by that is they quit. It got so bad with these stones that they're not even trying to fish them out surgically anymore. But I can't really feel it. It's not hurting me. So, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I take a lot of Tylenol and these gummies, so I do experience some pain, but it's treatable with Tylenol and gummies. Uh, so my point being, last time they looked in my kidneys, they were like, "Well, dude, it's like a gravel pit in there, and we're not even going to pursue it surgically anymore." Um, and so the, the problem with this is these kidneys, uh, these kidney stones. I mean, so there's lots of them. There's big ones, medium ones, small size ones. It's like a gravel pit, uh, which wouldn't be a problem except for these stones are basically they're just globs of infected material. So thus you gotta keep totally on top of infection. Like I drink so much water during the day. Uh, Take tons of supplements. Kidney pills, cranberry extract, potassium citrate. Uh, so like I said, they work real good as far as they still pump out the pee really well. All good. It's just now these infections are starting to pop up a little bit more, but I have a doctor right now who seems to be somewhat. I found an oral antibiotic that seems to work pretty good. So as soon as I start getting feverish, I give him a call now, and so I don't mean to be bleak or depressing, but yeah. So I just don't know how long this will work, how long this will last, and I don't think anybody really does. Um, Basically, I'm just in triage, where I've been selected. I selected not. I mean, I get it. I'm old. I don't have kids. Don't have family. Don't really have a big. I'm not, a CEO of a large corporation. Whatever. So, actually, I think just doing what I'm doing, I could probably, you know, it's just, yeah, I think they made the right choice. Well, my point being, I don't know how much longer I can live like this before my kidneys will just start crapping out. But so far, so good. Good. I feel pretty good right now. Uh, so I guess if I just keep doing what I'm doing, uh, I guess we're gonna find out how long this will last. Because, like I said, aside from the stones, which I can't, don't hurt me that bad. These allergies are bothering me a little bit, but aside from that, I'm not. I'm not dying yet, or maybe I am slowly. I don't know, but I feel okay today. So, that being said, I guess my short-term goal here for training, I guess within the next month or so. Let's see what is today. Okay, so today is the 7th. Yeah, so I don't know, man. By by the 7th of June, I would love to be able to have this right shoulder. As you can tell, I'm moving around fairly well, but I'm not going out into the street. I'm not trying to go over that curb. Because that's kind of how I injured it before. I was leaving my apartment. I was popping a wheelie to go over the door jam, and I just went pop, and I popped a wheelie all right. I popped a wheelie. I popped my shoulder, and it was not fun. Uh, so. Point being, it's getting better. The pain is getting better. The doctor prescribed me steroids, prednisone on Friday. So I'm gonna do a short blast of that. Like with just a little 15-day cycle. I think it's supposed to be kind of toxic on your system. So it's just a little 15-day short burst. Do 3 pills for 5 days, which is, I'm on the 5th day right now, and then decrease it to 2 pills for 5 days, and then decrease it to 1 pill for 5 days. And so, I don't know, like I said, I do feel a little bit better. Pain is a little bit better. Yeah, there are just certain motions with this right shoulder. I can't put a lot of weight on it, like getting out of bed, trying to get my legs over the side of the bed. I mean, I can do it, but I don't know, just, I need to get some strength back. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Oh. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am?
Okay, is the password on your, she's on kind of your bank statement, is the password still ERWN111?
Give me 1 second. Let me go. I just want to make sure. I mean, 1 second.
Okay.
Let's see. No, I'm looking it up right now. I just want to make sure that sounds right, but I had a couple of them that are very similar, so
Yeah, I know, that's what I was
yeah.
checking.
Come on. Hello. Come on.
It's okay, she's busy, you don't have to rush.
Yeah, it seems to be going a little bit slower in the garage for some reason. Okay. Alright, here we go. Oh, okay. Okay, it's Brown 111, all lowercase.
Okay, that's what I have written down, I just want to double check to make sure it didn't change.
Okay,
I got it.
is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Alright, bye. Alright. Yeah, it was my dear old mother. Yeah, so I had to take care of some paperwork with my the management at my apartment complex. so I can have a place to live for another year. So, which is awesome. I've been, I've been meaning to get this taken care of. Like, just really been dragging my feet on it. I haven't been being very proactive with it, ladies and gentlemen. I should have got this done a lot sooner, but I waited until I was a little bit stressed out. Stephen Covey, I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize to the late great Stephen Covey. I was not being I was being reactive as far as that goes. Alright, so like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to be blending the two projects. I've been going over and reviewing what I've been talking about so far. Yeah, I'm just thinking about naming this video section, just making it part of the X Proactive test. From now on, the title is just going to be the same as my tweets or my X posts. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. But regardless, so what I was doing was I've been going over. I've been doing a pictorial analysis of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, and I've been doing that on X as well. Those of you who are regular viewers know what I'm talking about. If not, if you want to go check that out, what you're thinking, well, what the heck do you mean pictorial analysis of a book? How do you do that? On X of all places. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an art form. That's right. I learned how to do this, or I'm teaching myself rather how to do an analysis of a whole book by just using tweets on a almost daily basis. I miss a day here and there, but for the most part, it's been daily. So you can check me out on Twitter at Charles Lanson, or go to my blog, which I'll be putting in the comments. charleslanson.blogspot.com. And this is also a good way to keep in theme with the whole Build Back Better theme as well. Operation Great Reset. I just don't know what I'm going to do with these titles, ladies and gentlemen. So, like I said, if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Alright, now. So I'd just like to go back and review a little bit what I talked about thus far with the X Proactive test. Going back to Habit 1, which is Habit 1 of the 7 habits is be proactive. Alright, so just bear with me please with these allergies. They're driving me crazy, but so no one can persuade another to change. Okay, no, this is okay. So look, this is what you can expect, ladies and gentlemen, if you follow along with me in this project I'm doing right here, right now. This is what you can expect. This is what you can get out of it. No one can persuade another to change. Each of us guards a gate of change that can only be opened from the inside. We cannot open the gate of another, either by argument or by emotional appeal. Marilyn Ferguson. Alright, yeah, so it's a little hot out there today. I don't know, I might just be staying in the garage. I mean, we're going out in the sun somewhat, but I'm going to be taking shade breaks, I do believe. Okay, so here we go. If you decide to open your gate of change, to really understand and live the principles embodied in the 7 habits. Okay, I'm going to have to stay in here. Discussed, these 7 habits that are discussed in this X Proactive test, I feel comfortable in assuming I feel comfortable in assuring you several positive things will happen. first, your growth will be evolutionary, but the net effect will be revolutionary. The net of the net effect of opening the gate of change to the first three habits, the habits of private victory, will be significantly increased self-confidence. So if you get these first three habits down, you can expect, ladies and gentlemen, increased self-confidence. As you open yourself to the next three habits which I'll reveal just a little bit, the habits of public victory. Again, I have charts and graphs for all this as well. So go check out the blog or the X page. So the next three habits 5, 6, and 7, those are public victories, and you will discover and unleash both the desire and the resources to heal and rebuild important relationships that have deteriorated or even broken. Good relationships will improve, become deeper, more solid, more creative, and more adventuresome. The seventh habit, if deeply internalized, which is sharpen the saw, which is basically like exercise, spiritual exercise, whatever keeps. Okay, so the seventh habit, if deeply internalized, will renew the first six and will make you truly independent and capable of effective interdependence. Through it, you can change your own, you can charge your own batteries. All right. Day 48. Yeah, that sun is very hot today. Day 48 of the X Proactive Test, Year 1. How to use this info that I'm giving to you, whether you're getting it from X or whether you're getting it from my blog or from my YouTube channel. I would like to tell you how you should use this info before we begin work on applying the information that is offered in the X Proactive Test. I would like to suggest 2 paradigm shifts that will greatly increase the value you will receive from this material. First, I would recommend that you not see this material as a book, in the sense that it is something to read once and put on a shelf. You may choose to read this series of posts completely through once for a sense of the whole, going all the way back to day 1 of the X Proactive Test. But the material is designed to be a companion in the continual process of change and growth. It is organized incrementally and with suggestions for application at the end of each of the 7 habits analyzed in this series from Stephen Covey's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, so that you can study and focus on any particular habit as you are ready. Go at your own speed, ladies and gentlemen. As you progress to deeper levels of understanding and implementation, you can go back time and again to the principles contained in each habit covered in this series of X posts and work to expand your knowledge, skill, and desire. Second, I suggest that you shift your paradigm of how your own involvement in this material from the role of learner to that of teacher. Take an inside-out approach and read with the purpose in mind of sharing or discussing or listen as well. Listen. However you absorb this info. Do it with the purpose in mind of sharing or discussing what you learn with someone else within 48 hours after you learn it. Read the X posts in the X proactive test as though you were going to teach it to your spouse, your child, a business associate, or a friend, today or tomorrow, while it is still fresh. And notice the difference in your mental and emotional process. Well, I think I'm going to have to take me a little shower. By that, I mean, I think I'm just going to... Getting a little hot. Oh, all right. Organizational PC. What is that? I shall tell you. Sounds pretty esoteric, doesn't it? Well, ladies, sounds like weird business jargon, don't it? Well, let's break this down, ladies and gents. Organizational PC, in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey describes the P-PC balance. It's P/PC balance as the idea that effectiveness relies on balancing short-term results with long-term results. Alright, so now I'm going to explain to you what the P and the PC stand for. P stands for the production of the results you want. A good metaphor, I think Covey uses it a lot, and I think it's very appropriate, very effective, is the golden goose metaphor. So P stands for the production of the results you want. So the P would stand for the golden eggs in this scenario. And PC stands for production capability, or the thing that produces the results. So the PC production capability would be the goose. To better understand what what P-PC balance is, it may be best to describe what it is not. Here are some examples of P-PC imbalance in an organization. Physical asset. A person in charge of the physical asset might decide to crank up the production by having the machines work day and night without attention to the maintenance of the machine. Customer loyalty. Again, this is an example of what PC balance is not. Customer loyalty. Focusing too much on profits by watering down your products. Your customers buy. They will find better products elsewhere and take their business away from you. Work-life balance. When working, one shouldn't remain stuck on the same position for the rest of their lives. Alright. The 7 Habits Paradigm. Effectiveness defined. In 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey defines effectiveness as the balance between obtaining desired results and caring for that which produces those results. The 7 habits are habits of effectiveness because they are based on principles. They bring the maximum long-term beneficial results possible. They become the basis of a person's character, creating an empowering center of correct maps from which an individual can effectively solve problems, maximize opportunities, and continually learn and integrate the other principles in an upward spiral of growth. All right. Alright, the maturity continuum. The maturity continuum is a model that describes 3 stages of increasing maturity: dependence, interdependence, and interdependence. It's part of Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The first stage is dependence. It's about where I'm at right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be like a big documentary. Can I make a comeback from here? I don't know. We'll see, but let's see here. This really sounds like my life. The first stage is dependence, which is when people are at birth and completely dependent on caregivers for their needs. The second stage is independence. And the third stage is interdependence. So, the first 3 habits, 1 through 3, are designed to help people develop independence through private victories. This stage focuses on personal character and internal growth. Habits 4 through 6 are designed to help people develop interdependence through collaboration, cooperation, and communication. These are public victories that improve interactions with others. Okay. The maturity continuum is a spiral of continuous improvement, and anyone can start at any time. The journey of how you live your life may eventually become a habit that propels you for self-renewal. Habits defined. Day 43 of the X. 30 day. Okay, yes, this is going back to March 24. Habits defined. Habits are acquired behavior patterns that are regularly followed until they become almost involuntary. They can be beneficial or harmful to a person's goals. Some characteristics of a good habit include consistency, discipline, and a positive impact on your life. Stephen Covey defines habit as the intersection of knowledge, skills, and desire. Knowledge is the theoretical paradigm, the what to do, and the why. Skill is the how to do, and desire is the motivation, the want to do. In order to make something a habit in our lives, we have to have all three. It's sometimes a painful process. It's a change that has to be motivated by a higher purpose, by the willingness to subordinate what you think you want now for what you want later. But this process produces happiness, the object and design of our existence. Happiness can be defined in part, at least, as the fruit of the desire and ability to sacrifice what we want now for what we want eventually. Moving on. Our character. Right. So, our character, basically, is a composite of our habits. Sow a thought, reap an action. Sow an action, reap a habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. Sow a character, reap a destiny. So the maxim goes. Habits are powerful factors in our lives because they are consistent. Often unconscious patterns. They constantly, daily express our character and produce our effectiveness or ineffectiveness. Got an Aristotle quote here. Moral excellence comes about as a result of habit. We become just by doing just acts, temperate by doing temperate acts, brave by doing brave acts. A new level of thinking. If you want to have a happy marriage, be the kind of person who generates positive energy and sidesteps negative energy rather than empowering it. If you want to have a more pleasant, cooperative teenager, be a more understanding, empathic, consistent, loving parent. If you want to have more freedom, more latitude in your job, be more responsible and more helpful. a more contributing employee. If you want to be trusted, be trustworthy. If you want the secondary greatness of recognized talent, focused first on primary greatness of character. The significant problems we face today cannot be solved at the same level of thinking we were at when we created them. Albert Einstein. Thank you, Uncle Albert, for that lovely quote. Alright. That's what they used to call him back in the day. I seem to remember hearing that somewhere, documentary, or read it about it or something. But I think they used to call him Uncle Albert. He was a rock star back in the day. Day 40. Day 40 of the X Proactive test. Okay, that's going it's going back to March 21. The way we see the problem is the problem. The more aware we are of our basic paradigms, maps, or assumptions, and the extent to which we have been influenced by our experience, the more we can take responsibility for those paradigms. The principle-based paradigms. People are at their best and most successful at reaching their goals when they're being driven by a core set of principles, rather than by a list of do's and don'ts. According to Stephen Covey, in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, principles are guidelines for human conduct that are proven to have enduring permanent value. Their core ideas like integrity, growth, and excellence that we've observed over many years as wise goals for humans to pursue. The power of a paradigm shift. I think it seems like I discussed this the other day. Wow. Oh well. Day 38. Okay, so here we go. The power of a paradigm shift. The term paradigm shift was introduced by Thomas Kuhn in his highly influential landmark book, The Structure of Scientific Revolutions. Kuhn shows how almost every significant breakthrough in the field of scientific endeavor is first a break with tradition, with old ways of thinking, with old paradigms. For Ptolemy, the great Egyptian astronomer, the earth was the center of the universe. But Copernicus created a paradigm shift and a great deal of resistance and persecution as well by placing the sun at the center. Suddenly, everything took on a different interpretation. And that, in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen, is what a paradigm shift is. So, paradigm shifts are not just a change in behavior or attitude, but a change in the way we see the world. Paradigm shifts are often triggered by a crisis or a new discovery that challenges our existing worldview, our existing worldview. Paradigm shifts can be difficult to accept because they require us to let go of our old ways of thinking. To embrace a paradigm shift, we need to be open-minded and willing to challenge our existing beliefs and assumptions. Okay, so alright, primary greatness is based on who you are as a person, while secondary greatness is based on material and superficial things. Okay. Examples of primary greatness include honesty, humility, empathy, and integrity. Examples of secondary greatness include popularity, position, wealth, and public image. According to Stephen R. Covey, many people with secondary greatness lack primary greatness. Secondary greatness can lead to a lack of primary greatness, which can make it difficult to build meaningful relationships. Here's a Stephen Covey quote. If you want the secondary greatness of recognized talent, focused first on primary greatness of character. Build back better. Build back better, ladies and gentlemen. Sharpen the saw. Alright. The personality and character ethics. According to The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, character ethics are the foundation for success and happiness. Visible. Okay. I think I did go over this the other day, but hey, whatever. Practice makes perfect, right? That's what they say. Well, I remember now. I'll go over it again though. So, yeah, Covey's fond of using this iceberg metaphor analogy when he's discussing personality ethics versus character ethics. So, character ethics are the formulation of success and happiness. They are things like modesty, simplicity, justice, integrity, humility, patience, then personality ethics, and this is stuff that's beneath the surface. As far as his whole iceberg analogy goes. So, and then the above the surface stuff is what he calls personality ethics. And so, Personality ethics are things like personality, positive attitude, identity, first impressions, premeditated behavior. Alright, so moving on. Right. Then you got, okay, so real good character ethics, real deep down on the real deep level of the deep protected part, deep core of the iceberg are things like industry, courage, temperance, fidelity. These are deep character ethics, and this is where happiness lies, according to Covey. Sounds like a sound theory to me. So, in addition to leading by example in your professional life, it is equally important to embody a proactive mindset in your personal life. Your friends, family, and acquaintances are also impacted by your actions and attitude. By approaching personal challenges with the same proactive mindset you demonstrate in your business, you can inspire those around you to adopt a similar approach. For instance, if you are a parent, your children observe how you handle difficult situations and navigate life's ups and downs by actively seeking solutions, exhibiting resilience, and maintaining a positive outlook. You inspire your children to develop a proactive mindset that will serve them well throughout their lives. Lead by example. As a proactive person, you are constantly seeking opportunities for growth and improvement. This mindset pushes you to step out of your comfort zone, take calculated risks, and embrace new challenges. When others see you fearlessly pursuing your goals and overcoming obstacles, they are inspired to do the same. By leading by example, you empower others to adopt a proactive mindset, ultimately driving not only your own success, but also the success of those whom you serve in a leadership role. A leader leads by example, not by force. And that is Sun Tzu from The Art of War. Utilize productivity techniques. Various productivity techniques can help you overcome procrastination and increase your efficiency. Six proven productivity techniques. The Pomodoro technique. Alright, so the Pomodoro technique, productivity technique, is to work in 25-minute bursts. Then take a 5-minute break. Repeat 4 times. Then take a longer break. You become more concentrated Eat the frog is the name of this productivity technique. By do the hardest work first. The rest of your day will be easier. You will feel less stressed. It's a good idea. Eisenhower matrix. Short tasks into four sort tasks into four boxes. Box number 1 being important / urgent. Do it now. Box number 2, important / not urgent. Schedule it. Not important / urgent. Delegate it. Not important, not urgent. Ignore it. Alright. Divide your day into specific blocks for tasks. Plan them and adhere to them. Oliver Berkman's 3-3-3 method. Make these 3 things part of your daily routine. 3 hours of thorough work. 3 hours shorter urgent tasks or meetings. 3 maintenance tasks that you must not forget. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, time for us to part ways. Till our paths cross again. Happy trails, everybody.